Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are doing the end of the month close out for June. This is the second time filming this, so I was originally going to do like a time lapse of me highlighting everything, calculating everything, but we're not going to do that this time. All I'm going to do is kind of give you an overview of how my month of June went, and I did overspend quite a bit, but it is what it is. It is the summer now too, so we're going to be doing a lot more things. We like to go to the wineries in Nova Scotia, and we are potentially going to be traveling to New Brunswick, so I'm sure there's going to be lots of little expenses going forward. But I'm going to start with going over our trackers. So as you can see, we tracked from the 10th until the 5th of the month, the 5th of July. I think going forward, I'm going to kind of go from the first paycheck to the last paycheck, because I always found that trying to go from the first of the month to the last day of the month, I'd have issues with my tracking not aligning, or just trying to figure out what my starting balance was and what we had to have available going forward. It was just kind of a weird closing out situation. So this is for the credit card. As you can see, there's lots of food spending. A lot of it is like eating out, like Burger King, Tim's. We did go out a couple of times. We took my mom to Freshie for lunch, and the Coffee Barn we went to, so those are a bit larger of an expense. We spent some money on the baby. So overall, we kind of went a little overboard, but it's in the past. These stars represent expenses that my husband is paying for with his allowance, I guess. So he got some things at Walmart. He got some pizza for lunch one day. Just things like that. This holiday one, I actually got some wool. I'm gonna try and like crochet my daughter's Halloween costume. I don't know if it'll work out, but that's my plan with that. We've paid off some of the money. We still have a balance on the credit card. I have cash that I will be transferring over onto the credit card. And I explained in the video that I'm not posting because it was too large. That going forward, we're not going to be doing the cash envelope system. I'm going to try it for a month and see how it goes. But because we are working so hard on building my husband's credit card or credit, I don't think using the envelopes is going to work for us going forward. So I'm not going to use the envelopes. We'll still take cash out for our sinking funds just because we're not planning on spending it in that month. But for like our food, miscellaneous spending, baby spending, car purchases is going to be on the credit card. And we'll just pay it off before our next pay. So this is for our debit card. Typically, our debit card is utility purchases on my end, on my debit card. Car payments, which I count as a debt payment. Savings come out of our debit cards. So that's pretty much there. And we got income on a couple of these days that go onto our debit card as well. And I do have a little cash tracker, but this is why I'm just over the cash envelope system, because I have these cash things, but they've already been accounted for here. I was just keeping track of them so that I can move my cash over, but it doesn't make any sense. I'm just gonna ditch the envelopes. So these are our totals. of the month. So we had income, and the reason why this should be a little higher, it's just because it's not including this starting balance. So we have $2,527 of income. 905 of that goes towards our savings. 2,123 was towards debt. 1,065 is towards utilities. 108 is our miscellaneous spending. 447 is our food spending. 105 is for the baby. 251 is for the car. We didn't spend any money on pets. I spent $249 on holiday. Nothing on household, nothing on fun. So, and I just use one of the empty tracker just because I need these numbers in order to fill out the rest of these sheets. So for our June debt payment plan, we were working on 3 creditors or 3 debts. We had my husband's loan, my loan, and our car loan. We paid off our car loan. So if you add $1,474 to the $200 minimum payment, that would, it says $1,640, but because of the difference in currencies, because his was Eastern Caribbean dollar student loan, it worked out a little bit more than what we were anticipating, but it's paid off, completely done. So now we just have our car loan and my student loan, which we will be doing. I don't think we have to pay student loan this month. I think it might be next month because I haven't got an email yet, and it's the 5th day of the month. So I think we're kind of in the clear for July, so to speak. So then I worked out these numbers here, and these numbers look weird because, as you can see, I only paid $2,123 to our debts. But if you subtract these numbers, you get $4,959. And I think that's just because we paid a large amount towards our debt last month, in the month of May. And so, because we didn't track the month of May very well, it looks like we did really, really good this month by paying off 7.4% of our debt in 1 month. But, or 7, did I say 4.7? I meant 7.4. So we started with over $66,000 in debt. And so this month, as I said, we have over 46,000 left. So we've paid over $20,000 in debt, $20,598 in debt we've paid off, which means we have completed 30% of our debt payoff, which is really great. I'm glad that we are making progress, and I definitely hope that we can continue these large amounts of progress, but we'll see, because I'm on maternity. It only lasts for so long, and then I'm not really sure what our plans are in regards of me going back to work. We're not sure yet, because childcare costs money, so we don't know, but we'll figure it out. I'm not doing the net worth tracker because we just don't really have assets or liabilities, and I just don't feel like filling this out yet. Maybe when we're not in an apartment anymore, it'll be more interesting to fill this out, because we'll have a lot more in liabilities because we'll have a house and a mortgage, and I believe that's in liabilities, and what you've paid off goes into the assets. I'm not sure. We're just not going to fill it out. So here is where we have some interesting data here. So as you can see, our month total is $4,749, and we've spent over $5,000. I think we spent $5,300 or something like that. So we had a little bit of a boo-boo go on here, but that's okay. We're gonna move forward. I don't like to get stuck on things, especially if it's gonna take me a long time to figure out. And I think to figure this out, it has something to do with having the cash, essentially, like having that cash out. And I don't think I reflected that like income here. I'm not really sure, but we are going to look past that. We are likely going to put all of this money, some of it we've already saved, but if we had any money in the pets category, we're gonna put it towards our credit card to pay that off, and that will help that overspending that we did at the end of June. And this $35, it looks like we spent less than what we were planning on, which is great. And all the other categories, it doesn't look like we spent that much on, but I definitely think that there is something missing in our budget, and these numbers probably should be larger, but I'm not sure, and I'm not gonna try and find out. And then the last two sheets that I filled out are these, the debt and savings breakdown. So it looks like we put a little bit towards our car, and of course that big chunk onto my husband's loan. And we're hoping going forward, of course we're going to save for now, but we're going to try and put as large a chunk towards my student loan as we can, because the faster that we can get that paid off, the better we will look when it comes time to get a mortgage. And then of the $905 we saved, 88% of that went towards our sinking funds, which is aligning with what we want, because we want to travel, and one of those sinking funds is our traveling sinking fund. And then of course we have our daughter's RESP, which is a set amount that comes out every pay. And then last, we have this sheet here, a monthly spending comparison. We have this crossed out because we don't have May's numbers. And we have this, even though this is wrong, it will still be good to compare for July. So we have it written down here, and I didn't fill this out because of course we don't have May's number. I guess I could put our income there. And that is everything. But anyways, that was everything. So if you enjoyed today's video, I know it wasn't as in-depth as I was planning on, but that's okay. We're just going to move forward. And so my next video will be the first paycheck of July. And I think the video after that will be the first check-in of July. So you can see my progress towards our goals then. So if you enjoyed, please give this video a like, subscribe if you want to be notified for all of my new content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.